Here is your latest African news. Somalia. Somali President Farmaajo Prime Minister Roble disown oil deal with US firm. Somali President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmaajo and Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Roble have publicly rejected an oil revenue-sharing deal signed by the Petroleum Ministry and an American firm. Somalia had signed a production-sharing agreement with Coastline Exploration Limited, a US firm in Texas, to begin work on 7 offshore oil blocks. While the ministry invoked Farmaajo's support, Villa Somalia rejected the deal moments after it was announced, saying it violates a presidential decree that banned engagements and pacts with foreign entities during election time. Burkina Faso. Dozens killed in gold mine explosion in the southwest of the country. About 60 people have been killed and dozens injured in an explosion at an unofficial gold mining site in southwestern Burkina Faso State TV, citing local officials reported. Local officials and hospital staff say the explosion occurred at a temporary gold mining site in the southwest of the country when a stockpile of dynamite exploded. Pictures showed a huge explosion of fallen trees and destroyed tin houses. The bodies were lying on the ground covered with mud, a hospital source said. At least 5 injured people died of their injuries, bringing the death toll to 55, adding that the toll may rise because some of the injured are in critical condition. It was not clear exactly what type of gold mining took place at the site, since Burkina Faso has quite a number of gold mines, including those operated by international companies and hundreds of smaller informal ones that operate without oversight or regulation. South Africa. New coastal smart city to be built in South Africa. Eastern Cape Premier has said work is underway to develop a new smart city in the province, indicating that the project was still in the planning and design phase, with the provincial government working to attract investors. The plans for a new smart city on South Africa's east coast were first mooted in 2021. In addition to the economic benefits, Dlamini Zuma said the coastal city would help reduce unemployment in the area, promote tourism, and help reverse some of the semigration from the area, which had seen more people leave to the country's larger cities. The minister said that the new city would also address apartheid spatial planning, which many of the country's major cities developed along racial lines. East Africa. Uganda and Tanzania bury the hatchet to improve trade. Uganda and Tanzania have resumed talks aimed at eliminating trade barriers, a major hindrance to the smooth flow of trade between the two countries. During a joint permanent committee meeting held in Kampala, officials from both countries also agreed to continue pursuing joint infrastructure projects. Uganda has over the years blamed Tanzania for instituting several non-tariff barriers that have thwarted seamless trade between the two countries. Uganda's trade volumes have been affected by the non-tariff barriers imposed by Tanzania. These include restrictions on exports such as sugar, milk, and movement on Ugandan trucks. A joint permanent mission of ministers, permanent secretaries, and government technocrats has for nearly 4 years held meetings to iron out issues affecting the trade between the two neighbors. Kenya. Kenyans laud pilots landing during Storm Eunice. Kenyans online have praised 2 pilots working for the national carrier Kenya Airways who landed airplanes amid Storm Eunice in Europe. One of the pilots, Ruth Karauri, landed at London's Heathrow Airport, while Clive Nyacheo landed at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport. Miss Karauri's landing was documented by a live streaming service as planes landed amid the storm, which was viewed by millions of people. The Kenyan pilot later recorded a video at the cockpit explaining how they landed. Mr. Nyachayo's flight was shortly after a cargo flight abandoned landing at the Schiphol Airport because of the extreme weather conditions. Nigeria. Burna Boy becomes the first African artist to reach 200 million streams on Boomplay. Nigerian megastar Burna Boy continues to break historical charts, this time as the first ever African artist to hit 200 million streams on Africa's #1 music streaming platform, Boomplay. Boomplay streams are calculated based on industry-recognized standard in which only no less than 30-second stream is equal to 1 stream count. Barely a year after Burna Boy was celebrated as the first artist to hit their 100 million streams milestone on Boomplay, he has gone ahead to double the feat, making him the first artist to be streamed 200 million times on Africa's #1 streaming service. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share, and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. Great news! You can now pre-order our children's book Maua and the Gardens of Plenty, a book that teaches children the power of great ideas. This book is the best way to start exposing your children to African stories told by Africans. Find the purchase link in the description below. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member, Patreon, or donor. And remember, Africa is watching.